Sanitation in schools brings so many things. One, control of diseases, which can bring so many negative effects in schools, are controlled and generally improve the hygiene of the children in schools.
Statistically speaking, WHO has a recommendation on the toilet to pupil ratio, and the ideal number or ratio is 1:30 for the boys. So one toilet to be used by maximum of 30 boys, and for the girls it's 1:25. So one toilet to be used by 25 girls. But the reality is crazy in Kenya, because in some primary schools you find it's 1:200 for the girls, 1:300 for the boys.
I heard about KEWASNET from the Ministry of Health. I shared with them that we have a challenge of sanitation, and they told me that they will coordinate me with an NGO which does water and sanitation. They called me, they told me that there's an organization called KEWASNET which is going to visit you. Then afterwards, they came and measured the actual size of the pit. They brought materials. And they also told us that if there's a member of the community who would like to work with them, he can come and be screened whether he has the ability to do the works.
Most schools have very limited sanitation facilities, so this program looks to ensure that we cater for children's need when it comes to access to sanitation and water, because they are a constitutional right. Why Kaveta Primary? Because it fell outside the recommended pupil toilet ratio of boys 1:30, girls 1:25. Number two, there was a lot of bullying in Kaveta Primary of the young children because there was sharing of sanitation facilities amongst the primary school children and secondary school children.
The Kaveta sanitation block facility has brought privacy to the girls. They are now dignified and they are not stigmatized during their monthly period.
Since this facility was built, it has improved their self-esteem, their courage, and they like it. Like they enjoy the bit of menstruation being part of them, and they are not shy anymore.
We are really happy as a community because initially the girls were queuing in our block toilets. They were not enough. The population was big such that we needed more sanitation. After the completion, girls were able, actually there is a room that is set for the girls to do some, to exchange their pants and wash their hands.
There are some sessions we had with the girls. It required some sessions to prepare them, to tell them what it all entails. Before, we didn't have it like talking to them, telling them that this is normal to everybody, they should accept it. So there are some sessions we conducted and we usually conduct, which we never used to before. So it has impacted well.
The new sanitation block has helped our girls so much. For one, it has privacy. And then before they were in fear on how to change their parts, but now they are free. And also it has helped them also improve their self-esteem. It is spacious and they are in a private room.
As you may have seen in the sanitation block, we have these writings on the wall, and we call them talking walls, that are meant to really empower the boy child as well to understand that menstruation is normal. When a girl is menstruating, it's not a laughing matter, it's not something to joke about. And even in our activities, we give the boys as well the sanitary towels so that they understand it's normal. And this is how we promote gender equality in schools.
The block over here, it helps me to not stigmatize the girls and know their developmental changes, whereby I know when they are menstruating, whereby I should not discriminate them.
So the boys learn to respect the girls, and the girls feel, respected and don't feel the need to hide.
Before, we never used to have many hand washing points, but after this, they were introduced. Then also the process, the process of hand washing and everything, it became part of us. So like every learner, if you go to any class and ask them, how do we clean our hands? Because there is the proper way of cleaning their hands. They will explain it to you. The disposal, the process of disposing, they have inculcated the same even at their homes. They know what to do, when and how.
Among the recommendations I would give to improve sanitation in schools, one is to increase the number of toilets, because most of our schools are overpopulated and now the facilities are not enough. So by doing that, we shall be making sure that the hygiene of our pupils and students in schools is properly catered for.
We had a lot of challenges because girls were challenged to use the toilet in order to change their sanitary towels. Sometimes, and some girls used to throw the sanitary towels in the toilets, so the toilets were filled easily. Another challenge was that we had to use the same toilets with the secondary girls. And this was a very big challenge. But when this new block was built for us, girls have their changing room and we have our own toilets. So this has helped us a lot in many ways.
And I'm really happy that as a result of this demonstration project, we are actually seeing that for sure, when you have a facility, then the children are able to actually put into practice what you're teaching them.
The block, the toilets, where you have areas to wash your hands, exchange room for the girls. Actually, we are really blessed. Our girls have really changed and they are clean. We are really impressed.
Yeah, I take the pleasure to congratulate the KEWASNET group for what they are doing. So I just echo their work and pray that they continue the same spirit.
Let's continue capacity building our children. Within the schools, we have school wash clubs or health clubs, most of which have become very dormant. So let's not give up on them. Because for us to realize sustainability within the wash space, then we need to hold the hands of these children.